day guys, welcome back to GDX Academy, and this is our long awaited topic. Our topic for today is coordinate geometry. You can simply say coordinate geometry is defined as the study of geometry using coordinate points. So I'll be discussing 6 types of classifications of coordinate geometry, which is distance, slope, midpoint, equation, perpendicular lines, and parallel lines and perpendicular lines. So I'll be discussing these 4 for today. Then this parallel line and perpendicular lines, I'll be treating it some other time. Okay, so first of all is our distance. So it is the distance between 2 points S and Y. S1 y1 and S2 y2 is equal to the square root of sum of the square of the difference of the x and y coordinates of the 2 points given. So D, which is the distance, is equal to the square root of the difference between the S2 and S1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So that is the formula for looking for the distance of a coordinate geometry. Then the slope is also known as the gradient of a line. It is usually represented by m, so it is the inclination of the line. M, which is used to represent the slope, is equal to y2 minus y1 by s2 by s1. So our next one is our midpoint. So our midpoint here lies on the line joining the 2 points and is located exactly between the 2 points. So here's the midpoint for sy. S2 over 2, y1, y2 over 2. Then our equation here, which is y is equal to mx plus c. Of course, we know how to get our m, which is the slope. Then our c is the intercept of y line. So I will tell you how they derive the formula for this. So then, as for this two, it's something we'll get back to sometime later. So have a good glance at the formula again before we move into our example for today. So our first question for today is find the gradient of the line passing through the point -2, 0 and 0 and -4. Of course, we know that to represent this with m, I'm saying m is equal to y2 minus y1 over what? X2 minus x1. So this is our y2, this is our x2, this is our y1, this is our x1. So our y2 is what? -4 minus, what's our y1? 0. Our x2 is what? 0 minus, in bracket, -2. So this gives us -4 over 2, because minus times minus will give us plus and 0 plus 2 will give us 2. Therefore our answer is -2. It's as simple as that. Then the next one is if m, that is 4 and q, is the midpoint of the line joining L and N of P and -2 and Q and P. Find the value of P and Q. So first, let's write our midpoint is S2 plus S1 divided by 2, Y2 plus Y1 divided by 2. So we are told that this here represents X and this represents Y. This X1, this X2, this Y1, this Y2. So our X2 here is what? Q plus our S1 is what? P. You divide it by 2. And we're told that this is equals to what? 4. So Q plus P is equals over 2 is equals to 4. S2 S1 S2 X2 S1 is equals to 4. Then for the Y, let's put our bracket here. Let's bracket it to make it easier. Our y2 is what? P plus our y2 is what? 2. So let me just write it to -2 divided by 2 is equals to what? Is equals to what? Q. So this gives us Q plus P is equals to what? 8. and we have p minus 2 is equals to 2q. So we are told to find the value of p and q, then you can use simultaneous equation for this. So this is equation 1, to 8, this is equation 2. So if q is equals to 8 minus p, therefore p minus 2 is equals to 2 in bracket 8 minus p. So p minus 2 is equals to what? 16 minus 2p. So once you collect like terms, this becomes p plus 2p is equals to 16 plus 2. Then this gives us what? 3p is equals to 18. If you divide both sides by 3, our p is equals to 6. So if you put in 6 in one of the equations, let us say equation 2, that is q plus p is equals to 8. Therefore this is q plus 6 is equals to 8. Therefore our q is equals to 8 minus 6 equals to 2. Therefore p is equals to 6, q is equals to 2. That's our final answer for this. Then our next question says find the distance between the points q, 4 and 3, and the points common to the lines 2x minus y is equals to 4 and x plus y is equals to 2. So first, quickly use simultaneous equation for this. Just quickly write it. 2x minus y is equals to 4. Then x plus y is equals to 2. Alright, so our x here is equals to 2 minus what? Y. So that will be 2. You slot this equation 1, this equation 2. So this will be 2 in bracket 2 minus y is equals to 4. So this is what? 4 minus 2y minus y is equals to what? Therefore, this is 4 minus what? This will be minus 3y is equals to 4 minus 4, which is 0. Minus 3y is equals to 0, which means y is equals to 0. So if you put in this y in equation 1, that will be 2x minus 0 is equals to 4. So 2x is equals to 4. If you divide both sides by 2, x is equals to what? 2. So this will be our x2. Our x2 is equals to 2. And y2 is equals to 0. And our s1, this is our s1 here, 4. And our y1 is equals to 3. So for the distance, which is d, is equals to square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 squared. So our distance here, our s2 is what? 2 minus our s1 is 4 square plus our y2 is 0 minus our y1 is 3 square. Therefore our distance is this is minus 2 square plus minus 3 square. Remember, it's in square root. So this is 4 plus what? 9. Therefore our distance is equal to the square root of 13. This is our final answer for this. Then we move to the next one, which is if this one is quite straightforward. If the distance between the points x3 and minus x2 is 5, find x. So we are given the distance already, so we are just to change of the subject of the formula. That's what I'm going to be doing here. So we are told to look for x here. Remember, we're in number 4. So remember our formula is square root of, let me quickly write it, x squared minus x1, sorry, this is s2 plus y2 minus y1 squared. So we are told this is 5. The square root of, what is our x2? Minus x, then our s1 is what? X square plus y2 is what? 3 minus y2 is y2 is 2, sorry, and y3 is y1 is 3 squared. So in order for us to get rid of this, we are going to square root both sides. We are going to square both sides, sorry. So once you square root both sides, when you square both sides, square root will cancel square, because square root is the same thing as power of half. So therefore you have 5 squared, which is what? 25 is equals to minus this gives us minus 2x square plus, so 2 minus 3 is what? Minus 1. Minus 1 square will give us 1. Right, so let's bring this here. This will be 25 minus 1. That will give us 24. Is equals to minus 2x in bracket square. So once we expand it, so this will give us what? 4x square. 24. Then you can divide both sides by 4. So square root both sides. Then our x is equals to square root of 6. Then this is our next question. Another midpoint in setting and in difference way entirely. So the midpoint of the segment of the line y is equals to 4x plus 3, which has lines between the x-axis and the y-axis is dash. Alright. So number 5. The midpoint of the segment of the line. So this is what you do. When s is equals to 0, when s is equals to 0, y will be equals to what?
Leave me, baby. 3. Don't want to fall again.
Y is equals to 0.
This just hurt me.
X will be equals to what?
Think about it, love you hold me. But you don't want to break.
So this is S1, this is Y1, this is S2, this is Y2.
Just think about it, think about it. Maybe separate is better.
Now putting our midpoint here.
I will love you till forever, forever.
Interpret this radius is between the center of the circle to the circumference. So if I calculate it, that means I'm calculating the distance. So this means I calculate the distance between these 2 points. Alright, I'm using the formula for this. Let's look for our distance. So our So let me just quickly derive the formula for it. Is y minus y1 over x minus x1 is equals to what? The gradient or the slope. So this is how you derive it. Then once you cross multiply, this will give you y minus y1 equals to mx minus mx1. Actually the formula, but I just wanted to know that they might give you some questions that they or sometimes they usually give you the slope of gradient. So that's all for today. Kindly like and subscribe. Find the coordinate of x and y intercept of the line. So I just look for the midpoint. I think you have seen something similar to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.
All alone.